All right, besties, here is exactly how to handle a man when he comes back. Because here's the thing, if you handle it incorrectly, the cycle will repeat. Maybe you'll get back together for a period of time, but inevitably he'll grow bored again, his eyes will wander, and all of a sudden you're breaking up again and you're going no contact for a period of time, and then he's crawling back to you. It's a vicious cycle. We've all been caught up in it. And I'm going to tell you exactly how to make sure this man learns his lesson and never leaves you again. Sometimes half the fun is getting the guy who dumped you to come crawling back just to tell him he's missed his chance. So, step number one, when this guy reaches out to you, you have to ignore his text for 24 hours. I would advise you leave it undelivered over read. But what you're saying without actually saying it is that you're busy. And this man who has shown you he's not worthy of being your boyfriend is no longer your priority. He dumped you, and then he went out and beta tested a bunch of other women and realized what you already knew, that you're his best option. So now he's crawling back to test the waters to see if you will take him back. And as sure as I know my own name, if you take him back without any strings attached, he is going to dump you again. Because what you've just shown him is he can leave and come back anytime he wants. You are a doormat in that sense. And I'm saying that with love, you guys, because you deserve better than a man who's in and out of your life. When he texts you, you have to have the attitude, "It's so cute he reached out to me." Like, that's so funny and sweet. He thinks I would take him back after what he did. LOL. Which leads to step two. You have to remain as unbothered as possible. If you show this guy that losing him was this big loss in your life and you were just so lost without him, he's going to feel really important and he's going to know he can get away with murder. On the inverse, if you act really unbothered, in fact, your life is flourishing without him. In his absence, everything has come together for you. He's going to wonder if the thing that was anchoring you down in your life was him. And he's going to hunt you down like a shark to blood because he's going to now have to prove to himself that he was not the thing holding you back in life. I'm telling you, once you can get a man's ego to work to your benefit as a woman, woo! Smooth freaking sailing. So when you text this man back after the 24 hours, you have to remain as unbothered as possible. You have barely even noticed he was gone because you're having so much fun in your life. That's the hot girl vibe, which leads to step three. When you message him back, say something along the lines of, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" Do not send paragraphs. Like, literally, I forbid all of you from sending a paragraph, because when you send a paragraph, first of all, this man doesn't really care whatever you're ranting about. All he's going to see is that he was really important to you, and his ego, huge. You've just lost all your power and you fed the monster. So it is imperative that you say something short and something very nonchalant. Step four, as you begin texting back and forth with this man, you have to text back sporadically. And what I mean by that is sometimes you respond right away. Sometimes you don't respond for hours because you are busy. And this man who exited your life at his will is no longer your priority. He's lost the status of a king in your life, and therefore he's treated like another subject. Remember, you are busy living your queen life, and he has to earn a spot back into your life. The more a man has to work to obtain you, the higher he assumes your value is. And that's extremely empowering as a woman, because that means you set the bar on your self-worth to a man simply by the behavior you allow in your life. You cannot suggest hanging out to this man. It has to come from him. And oh my God, it better be dinner. If he asks you to come over and watch Netflix, the answer is no. If he asks you to run an errand with him, oh my God, the answer is no. It better be something to win you back over, or the answer is no. And when he says that, no matter how badly you want to get pasta with him and sit across from him and break breadsticks, you have to say, I'll let you know. Because again, you are establishing to this man that he is not important in your life. And if he wants to be the king in your life again, he needs to crawl his way back to that status. He doesn't simply get it every time he returns. Remember, hot girls have strong boundaries. And that means a man who exited your life doesn't get to just walk back in. This is a key boundary because if you allow him to just waltz back in, he's going to leave again at will because he knows you're not going to make him pay for leaving. That's how women get caught up in these vicious cycles of men coming in and out of their life because they've allowed it. And I'm saying that with love, you guys, but people treat you the way you allow them to treat you. Take back the power in your life and stop playing the victim card. You are a victor of your life. You set the bar on how people treat you simply by the behavior you allow. And that's so empowering. If this man who broke your heart is not willing to do the work to get back into your life, then he's not worthy of being in your life, babe. Like, that's the hard truth. You as a woman, no matter how amazing and wonderful you are, cannot turn a dog into a good man. That's a him to him thing. You just have to cut your losses in that case and move on and find a better man. Because believe me, there are better men than that out there. Next, step 5, you've just told this guy, I'll let you know about dinner. Meanwhile, you are still posting on your social media. You're still doing fun things with your friends. You're still doing Pilates. You're still killing it at your job. Like, you're still living a well-rounded life outside this man. Because what you're showing him with your actions, not your words, because remember, men don't care what you say. They don't care about your words. They care about your actions. You are showing him you are no longer a priority in my life. And you have to earn that spot if you want to ever be that again. This also perfectly conveys how unbothered you are. You barely notice he's come back. Who is this guy? What's his name again? You're having so much fun. You're dating taller men. Like, you're living that life. And this guy crawling back, it's just funny. Like, you texting him back, charity work. Since he's left, you've leveled up 10 times. You're doing fine. You don't even care. Like, this is how you move in to live rent-free in that guy's head. Because he will not be able to stand that you are doing better without him. Step 6, when you do finally meet up for dinner, first of all, you need to look amazing. Goes without saying. But 2, you need to still remain unbothered and especially not mad. You're not heartbroken over the way things ended with you guys. You're not harboring all these hurt feelings. You've moved on and you're in a better place. That's the kind of energy that's going to make him bend over backwards to date you. If he thinks that he hurt you so badly and you're so heartbroken over him, it's just going to feed the ego monster and he's going to feel very important. What you're indirectly doing when you do that is giving away your power to this man. We want to contain as much of our power as possible. And that means no matter how badly you might want to cry or shout at him or strangle him, believe me, I've been there, you guys. Like, I do get it. You have to remain nonchalant, non-bothered. This guy's a friend. Like, drill that into your head. You're having dinner with your boring coworker. Whatever you have to do to show up to that dinner looking like liquid gold and acting cold as hell. And then his ego's going to think, wow, I wasn't nearly as important to her as I perceived myself to be. Does she even miss me? Am I even that great of a guy? Like, how could she not care? And then it's not even about you anymore. Now he's going to pursue you to the end of the earth to prove to his own ego that he is an important guy and he is worthy of being missed. Men cannot handle feeling like they are replaceable to a woman, especially one they were with for a period of time. They have to feel irreplaceable. This is how clever women move different. You're not working harder, you're working smarter. And if this guy is worthy of your time, attention, space, body, he will work endlessly to hammer a place back in your life. And in the case that he doesn't rise to the occasion and put in the effort to get back in your life, there's the door, babe. Remember that you lose nobody. They lose you. And if this guy doesn't want to do the work to win you back over, then he's unworthy of dating you.